Hi, this is Kathy from Craft with Kathy. Thanks for joining me this evening. Got two basically different projects, but kind of the same kind of thought. One for presenting spring or Easter treats to a group on a tray, and the other is individual little treat packs. This I've got some Lorna Doone cookies just kind of in there. It actually fits two of them very, very nicely. Drop me a line. Let me know where you're viewing from. I'm coming at you from the suburbs west of Chicago. And just trying to get myself ready here, and I'm not quite seeing things the way they should be again. Of course, it's a little bit different with Facebook tonight, but still an issue with trying to find that share button and trying to see my live. It is very strange. It popped up in a little tiny window, but now it's gone again. Just a moment while I get things together. There we go. All right. So I'm going to share this to my VIP page. If you are not a member of my VIP page and would like to be privy to some bundle special pricing, and some other great deals, just drop me a line and let me know. Just write VIP in the comments and I will send you the link to join my VIP group. VIP group is open to everyone other than other chalk couture designers, because it's against corporate policy to have another designer in your VIP group. Anyway, here's my cute little birds from yesterday. Aren't they the sweetest? And I decided what I'm going to do. I was hesitating and thinking of maybe using some scrapbook paper on the edges and Mod Podging it. But I thought with the colors I picked, the odds of finding something that coordinated well would be a little difficult. So I'm just going to use that gold, I can't remember what it's called. It's kind of like a gold waxy paste that you apply it and just rub it in, buff it in, and it'll actually put a gold sheen on both of these birds. So that's a project for later this week. Here is one of my bunnies from last year. These are our bunny cutouts. And I'm going to be using a transfer that works with these tonight also. But I want to talk to you a little bit about our metal tray. This is a nice little metal tray. It's a little distressed looking. That's intentional. Okay. You can chalk on metal. The only issue with that is you want to make sure that you have fuzzed your transfer, because metal is non-porous. It's not like chalking on wood. And it's not even like chalking on chalkboard. Metal and glass, your transfer will stick very, very strongly to. So you want to fuzz it quite a bit. I'm going to show you part of the projects to make these a little bit later. I've got it done in a little different steps, and I'll walk you through it. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? I had it all decided that I was going to be using my of course, where did I put it? Here we go. My Sunset Drive paste, and I think I'm going to stay with that. I just looked at the dusky blue that I did on this one bunny and thought, oh, I'm tempted to use the dusky blue, but I'm going to stay with the Sunset Drive. And then I'm going to just get started here. These are the transfers that come in the new catalogs, as the bunny cutouts. There are 4 different transfers, 2 small bunnies, 2 large bunnies, words and floral. I'm going to be using the floral and the large bunny for this tray. So let me move all the rest of these out of here. But basically, if you are a Club Couture member, this month's perk for Club Couture members is you can purchase this transfer, the bunny cutout patterns, at half price, which is a great, great deal. So let me grab my fuzzing cloth and get started on this. Oops. I'm going to take the transfer off of its backer. I've used this a number of times. I've been careful to use my board eraser when I wash it so that I don't have very minimal staining. You could see a little bit on the edges here from the dusky blue, but otherwise it's pretty good. And as you use your transfers, the adhesiveness will diminish somewhat. So I'm not going to fuzz this as many times as I would as if it was brand new. If it was brand new, I'd probably fuzz it 8 or 9 times because it would be more sticky than it is right now. And I just want to get this kind of lined up where I want it. Now our chalk paste is temporary, meaning that I could put it on this tray, use it, and then wash it off when I'm done using the tray. If you wanted it to be permanent, you could actually, did I put that on crooked? Let me lift it back up. Ooh, and it's sticking. You could basically seal it with some kind of spray sealer and make it permanent. So if you were putting food on it, I would suggest using something that is food safe. Okay, so I'm going to just get started with my Sunset Drive. And all I have to do is find a clean squeegee. I've been doing quite a bit here. Aha, here we go. So the application is just like if you put it on a chalkboard or wood or anything else, other than you fuzz it much more. Just if you were putting it on glass, you want to fuzz, 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 and fuzz it. So you don't want it to stick too snugly, and the longer it's on here, the more it's going to stick. So I want to work fairly quickly, get this all covered, and then lift it off. Got the top of my ear there, and I'm just removing the excess paste, smoothing everything out, make sure there's no lines. Okay, put the excess back in the jar, seal that up, and let's take a look at what this looks like. You always want to lift from the top or the bottom, the left or the right. Never lift or tug on the corners, because it'd be like lifting or tugging on a piece of material, fabric, on the bias, and you could stretch it or distort it. There we go, there's our cute little bunny. Now wouldn't this be adorable with a little bit of fake grass at the bottom, and then maybe some jelly beans floating around the edges of the tray? This is going to take about 5 minutes or so to dry. I could actually use my my drying tool if I wanted, or you could use a hair dryer on a low setting. I'm going to put it aside though, and then when I'm done, I've got this nice little bow that I'll put on its neck. So let me put this aside and show you some of the other project. Now how quick and easy, seriously, was that? Hi Deb, hi Brenda. I'm doing bunny treat presentations, either the tray or a little bunny thing made with cardstock, and I've got some Lorna Doone cookies inside, and I'm going to show you how I made this. I have not done the large ones yet, but I'm going to show you the difference. For both of these, I used a sheet of 12 by 12 inch scrapbook paper, and the thicker cardstock, not the real thin like some of the designer papers are. The thinner, that you want the thicker cardstock, because you want it to have some body to be able to hold. This is kind of weighty actually, to be able to hold whatever treat you put in it. So for the 12-inch cardstock, let me go grab my other large transfer here so I could show you exactly how I did it. I lined it up towards the top, okay? Did the one here, then used the floral and lined it up in this corner. The small bunny is done a little bit differently because it's a smaller piece. With both of these though, what I'm going to do is take the paper at the bottom and use that to make this little bottom piece. Now in the small bunnies it's all connected, and I'll show you that in a second. With the large bunny you have to basically attach both pieces. Just stick one under the other and use either a snail or glue dots to attach it together. It's real simple. So let me get this out of the way and show you what I did with the large bunnies. Well, I mean the small bunnies. I basically did the same thing with a 12 by 12 inch paper. Oops. Lined it up so that the bunny ears were kind of close to the top, and I used the corner or the edge to make sure that I had them both aligned. Just make sure your ears are still over the paper, okay? Which one, and so you could get actually 2 out of one 12 by 12 inch sheet of cardstock. This leaves this nice wide area in the middle that becomes this. And I've got one partially cut out that I've already done that with. And you have this bottom here. Let me cut out the rest of this and show you what I did. Actually, oops, before I cut it, what I did on this one is I actually folded it, and I could have used a scoring tool. I could have used a cutter with a score. I didn't. I just basically folded it to where the end of the bunny was, the bottom of the bunny. And then I went ahead and I cut it out. I forgot to fold this one before I cut it. So that's pretty much it. And then you just put your little treats inside. I had a little thing of Belvita here. Oh, it's not close. I'll take the Lord of Dooms out and show you how easy this is. But just put your little treat bags, or if you have like little Easter eggs or M&Ms or Reese's eggs or whatever, just put them in there. And then I used a little glue dot at the top. You don't have to. You could actually just tie it with a ribbon, but I just did a little glue dot. Oops, that is stuck to my fingers. And you want to obviously line them up before you attach that glue dot. Line up the ears. And then put a little ribbon around the neck. I put a bow on both sides. This was done with the rose gold, by the way. And look at how quick and easy it is to make that little treat container. And basically, with this, I'll do the same thing. I'll cut them out. I'll leave space at the bottom here. And then I'll overlap the two pieces, you know, glue them together, and then fold it up just like this and put a ribbon around the bunny's neck. How cute and easy is that? So Club Couture members, get this transfer for 50% off up until tomorrow. It's March's special for Club Couture members, so take advantage of it. And for my club peeps, I have been a little bit late. I've got some goodies coming out to you. It's just been a little crazy here with what last week and this week has been. So I'm hoping to get them in the mail by tomorrow. I haven't forgotten. I really haven't forgotten. It's just there's sometimes too many things to do in a day. And I'm going to give you a little peek at April's Club Couture. And with this, I would just, because I'm going to erase it after this is used, I'm not going to make this permanent. I would just take my little bow, put a glue dot on it, kind of see which way it looks the best here. Oh, and excuse my chalky fingers. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of chalking today. And I would just put this little bow on it and use it as my cute little, oops, maybe bring it down a little bit, kind of hiding the bunny's mouth there. The bunny's face, I did it again, right? Okay, a little bit low. Maybe my bow's too big. Maybe I shorten it up. But anyway, wouldn't that be a cute little serving tray? Kind of go with the spring thing. And you don't have to use it actually for food. You could add a couple other little things to it. Now it's a metal tray. So anything with a magnet will stick to it. So you could basically use some other little things and just basically prop it up. Oh, I can't really show it that way, this way. And use it as some of your spring decor. Easy peasy. So that is basically it for tonight's little presentation. 2 little projects using the same transfers. Remember, they're reusable 8 to 12 times. So if you have some kids or grandkids that you need little treat packets for, you know, if they're older or maybe they don't do Easter baskets or whatever, you could actually put maybe a gift card or something in there, and then some chocolate. Everybody has to have chocolate, right? So that's always a hit. Thanks so much for watching. I surely do appreciate it. Do you have any questions with this? I filmed, oh, I was going to show you the next month's transfer. I filmed pieces of it as I was doing it, but I didn't get a chance to edit it, so I will do that. Let me show you April's Club Couture. Now, technically, if you signed up in March, you're going to get March's, but you would also, the next month, you would get April. Now, isn't this adorable? Keep going, keep growing. Lots of different ways this can be used. So, I mean, it's going to be a real hot seller. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful evening. If you have friends who would enjoy this video, please consider sprinkling or sharing it. Have a wonderful night. See you soon.